When I went to the actual checkup, the first thing they said was, he sits down and he goes, "Oh wow, it grew." This is this day I'm gonna have, isn't it? Hey, how's it going? As you can see, currently getting my MRI, hopefully today. I say hopefully even though I know it sucks. I don't really want to do it. I find out when the surgery is. I want to just get it over with. I just want to get it done. Just want to start healing. I just want to go on this RV trip so bad. I just want it over with. Just want everything over with. Yeah, so hopefully today we kind of get more information and we can finally kind of decide on a date now that they're allowing at least one person into the hospital with people getting surgery, which is what we were waiting on the whole time.
Remy and I have to stay in the car. They're still doing the necessary protocols to make sure that everybody is safe. I believe we're going to be finding out if he's going to be getting his brain surgery. We've been so preoccupied with everything that's been going on in the world, and honestly, our brains have been everywhere else. You know, we lost Marley, unfortunately. We were quarantined. Everything else is going on in the world with the riots and the protests and just everything. Our minds have been somewhere else. So we've had all of these distractions. So we've kind of haven't really focused too much on his brain surgery. I want to say like the past 2 days, it's just been a little bit nerve-wracking for Charles because today we're trying to figure out if we find out when he can schedule his brain surgery. And we're really hopeful that he can get in and get his brain surgery done quickly, because I think now he's like, I just want to get it done. I don't want to keep prolonging this. You know, they originally told him they wanted it done within 4 to 6 weeks, months ago, and it's way past that time frame. So I think now he's just like, you know what? I want to get it done. I want this to be over with, and I want to continue on with my life. And I think the RV was a great distraction for him to where we could start renovating it, have that kind of going, and then he has his brain surgery, and then once he heals from his brain surgery, we can go out on the road and have a family road trip. I'm not really nervous. I feel like we've talked so much about it. I've learned a lot from his family, and I've learned a lot from like doing my own research. The doctors really reassured us that it could be a really easy surgery. So there's a part of me that feels really comforted and feel really calm, but then there's obviously that other part of me that's like, this is major surgery. So, and I've never been with him during his brain surgery, so I am nervous. I would be lying to say that I'm not nervous. I don't want to be nervous for Charles. I want to be strong for him, and I am strong, and he's so strong. So I think that helps too. You know, he's such a strong-minded person, and he's so confident, and I love that, because that does make me feel so much better. So anyways, he's at his MRI. We're going to get that done, and then we're heading to the doctors, or to see his other doctor to find out what's going on. But I'm going to finish doing the vlog, and I'm going to sit in the car because that's all I can do right now.
Just got done with the MRI. And now I'm going to find out, I hate saying results because I already know what's in there, or not in there, I should say. And then I have to figure out the scheduling. Obviously, they're still not letting people in with me. So Allie is currently taking care of Rem because they won't let her in. So before selecting the day, I need to find out if a person is allowed in the hospital, because that's what was pushing everything back, because Allie didn't feel comfortable with me going in there and doing it by myself. I felt like I could do it just because I want to get it over with. If she's not comfortable, I don't want to do it. And fingers crossed that they allow it, so that way I can get this done, like I said, so we can go on our trip and move on with life. All I want. Can she turn it now?
No.
No? Turn it, see if we can have a turn. Watch out! When we were younger, they had at like Publix, they would always have, oh, you're plopped! They would have like these little baby like shopping carts that were like toys. They're pretty much this size. I used to love it because I pushed my grocery cart along my mom's. I wish they still did that, because I think little homie over here would crush it. Alright, so I've heard this song a million times now. There is a section of it that just drives me bonkers. The timing of it is just insanely bad. Right here. It's not on time. It just feels so annoying. It's slightly off like that. If you hear it about 1,000,001 times,
It literally drives him nuts.
You'll hear it. Watch out, Zoe, she's eating your face. Better be careful. What are you eating? Huh? Let me just put this in your face. Oh, is that a carrot? Hey, race car?
Now we're gonna drift.
Oh no!
Car crash. Nope, just kidding. Here we go. Hang on tight. Oh gosh. Oh
no, crash.
We're crashing. You tumble. Burst into flames.
Oh no! Good thing you got out of it.
I'm still in the car, Remy.
Help her out, Rem. Where is she? She's so confused. Say, I'm coming for you. She's trying to push it.
Help me not feel like I'm out.
Ever since my mom brought this over to Remy, I always thought it'd be so funny. Tennis balls, you know, you put the tennis balls at the end.
A walker, just
a walker.
Elderly individual's walker.
Which wheels go? The front wheels go, so I'm gonna do it at the back. Got your little walker. Just do the little homie. Now you have another toy to play with. Try to get the ball out of the tape. There you go. Or your box. Alright, you gotta give you a bath. You're a mess. You're doing it wrong, bud. Is Luna playing with you? Oh, now she runs. You got some pizza? There she is. No joke, Luna was actually coming up to Remy and going on her back and letting Remy actually play with her. Kitty tag. See, look at so cute. Oh, and she's gone.
Girl, do. Remy. One.
I went to get my MRI and the checkup and everything like that. They found out, little side story, they were laughing at the fact that Remy sounds like a little dinosaur. That was the fun part, that was the happy part, and then everyone proceeded to make fun of me because of this. But then I went through the whole MRI process. However, when I went to the actual checkup, the first thing they said was, he sits down and he goes, "Oh wow, it grew." Okay. He completely missed the step of, oh yeah, it grew from several years ago. It has grown. Obviously, it did grow over the course of, was it last surgery 2013? 7 years ago. There's been little minute changes. We were finalizing the fact that I have to get surgery. He's like literally one of the best neurosurgeons out there. Not like I know a lot of them. I probably know 3 of them. He is amazing, smart guy. He puts a lot on your plate, so that way you can make the decision. So he's like, "So what do you want to do?" And I just kind of look at him sometimes, and I look at his assistant, and I'm like, "Well, I don't want it in my head anymore, so how do we get rid of it?" He's got my sense of humor too, which is really fun. We have now officially agreed upon the fact that we are going to go through with surgery. I asked when. Unfortunately, the surgeon, who is another amazing neurosurgeon, said that he's my 3rd one that I know. Actually, 4th one. He is ready for it, but he's currently out. We didn't know if we actually could go, we had to go this route. We thought maybe if we did kind of like the chemo, we could do it that way. However, with this type of tumor, it's the best one that you could possibly have, which is what I've been told over and over and over by many neurosurgeons. It's the best one you could have if you have one. It's the weirdest sentence you could say to somebody. However, we have now concluded to the fact that we've all agreed upon the fact that I will be doing the surgery. The surgeon is currently out, so they weren't able to get a hold of him today. So they're gonna, I think on Monday or he comes back Wednesday, they're gonna have a conversation, and then we're gonna do what's called a functioning MRI, where it's different than a normal MRI a lot of people might have had in the past. This one's really cool. It maps out everything, so you're sitting there with the MRI, then you hear little like commands like raise your right hand, blink your right eye, things like that, and then they map it where it's like all going on in your head. So which is the flare? It's insane. What's really nice is they know what I do, both my professions. They know that I have to be very functioning with my hands, and that's like the #1 concern, other than the fact that, you know, they're keeping me safe, but they know my livelihood and they realize how important that is. So they're like, we're gonna be very meticulous, we're gonna be very careful. We're coming down to when it's gonna actually happen. I'll be honest, it's kind of scary to think about because that's not a long time. 2 or 3 weeks, that's 14 days. That's not very long at all. And then I started thinking, Remy's gonna be a year old in what, 3 weeks or something like that? So I'm gonna have to postpone this till after her birthday. I'm definitely definitely postpone this as much as I possibly can just after Remy's birthday, even if it's a day after Remy's birthday, because I don't wanna, you know, go through recovery, possibly being in a hospital on her first birthday. It's already gonna be bad enough that COVID is going to probably limit people who come and everything. That's kind of like what's going on. That's kind of like why I was a little bit MIA today. I was just kind of like hanging out with the family, goofing around with Remy. She's always like a blessing because she's so goofy. She's so fun and so crazy and so much energy, and it just keeps you going. So luckily I've had her as a distraction, been kind of running through everything and trying to pinpoint, because they're asking me when I want to do it. It's a heavy burden to like kind of say, this is the day I want you guys to cut open my head, because little backstory. The last ones, I had no choice. They were like, you got to go in right now. This one is nice because it's isolated to a pocket where they keep calling it a scooping action, and I can't. Allie was there too. That one time they were like, yeah, we're just gonna go in there, scoop it out. Not ice cream. Very reassuring, because the last one wasn't like a scoop out. It was like, you guys saw the video. I am gonna ask to film it again because it's one of those things that really kind of calms me down a little bit in such a stressful situation. I don't know what's gonna end up happening in that situation, but at the end of the day, as scary as it is, I have to go and get another one. Hopefully in the next week or so, I'm going to have more of a date, like a specific date, and I'll share it with you guys. So tomorrow actually could be a fun or very annoying day.
Anytime you go to the DMV, it's not always fun, but hey, let's be optimistic. It's Friday.
It's Friday and get to spend it at the DMV, but that also means that we're gonna hopefully, that I'm doing it correctly. So much paperwork. Assuming we have everything done, we're gonna have the license plate, we're gonna have the title, and everything's transferred over. And then that means that we get to actually learn how to drive the RV. We will be learning how to drive this RV soon, so that's gonna be very exciting and scary as well. I will let you guys know what's going on with this little brain thing, that's going on in my head. And thanks for subscribing. Thanks for giving us a bunch of ideas for the RV, by the way, too. And links to other videos Allie and I were watching. You've inspired us even more with ideas. So we gotta say thank you for that. The RV renovation process officially has begun as far as designing. I can't wait till we break ground. It's like now this thing is gonna like offset a little bit of things. But anyway, thanks for subscribing. Thank you for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye. My hand hurt after doing that, which actually kind of sucks.
Hey, give me a high five.
That's mean.
Give me a...
That's mean.
With your strong hand.
My strong hand.